Hello, good evening, everybody. Excuse me. My name is Kenton Chance of iWitnesses, and I just wanted to come on very briefly, hopefully, to talk to you about a matter that just came to my attention a few minutes ago. Earlier today, I got several calls from people who were expressing concern about something online suggesting that I had died. And I made a post to sort of respond to that and to let everybody know that I'm still alive. And as you can see, I'm very much alive. But sometime this evening, I was sent something and I clicked on the link and it took me to what purports to be a website. And the website, parts of it look pretty similar to an iWitness News website. And the website it uses the iWitness News logo. Well, first and foremost, I can tell you upfront, that is a fake website. It is in no way associated with iWitness News. And the website talks about the Central Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines sues Kenton Chance over statements he made on live television. I can tell you categorically that that is not true. As you may know, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is in a currency union, that is the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, and therefore we don't have a Central Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as you would have like a Central Bank of Barbados. What we have is the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, and that bank is responsible for our money, including here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Excuse me, I'm a little congested. Excuse me. But there are several ways in which you can know that this website is fake. It has the iWitness News logo, and the site is laid out to look similar to the iWitness News website. But the URL for the site is news.teak.com. And if you're looking for information, you should only get your information from media outlets that you're familiar with. The second thing that shows that this website is fake, and to a certain extent, I can understand if people get tricked by this, because sometimes in person I have to have a hard time convincing people that I'm not this person. The website actually has a photograph of Orlando Brewster, who was the MP for Central Leeward and the Minister of Housing that is associated with it, although it is talking about Kenton Chance. And it goes on to say that live on air, Kenton Chance regretted revealing the truth, but it was already too late. And if you read this article, it talks about investing 700 Eastern Caribbean dollars and becoming a millionaire. The website uses a number of screen capture from an interview I did with Jomo Thomas a few weeks ago on his Voices program, when I was a guest on that program along with Mr. Damon McTay. Excuse me. I had gone to the studio of WeFM in person, and Jomo was on the StreamYard platform. And there are several screen captures from that interview that is used to illustrate this fake news article. I spoke to Jomo a few minutes ago to alert him to this thing, and he assures me, and I absolutely believe it, that he is in no way associated with this. This talks about some atom capital and investing a particular sum of money and getting certain returns and that kind of stuff. Today, somebody messaged me and asked me about this atom capital thing that I was talking about on something or the other. And I said, well, I have no idea what you're talking about. And the response that the person gave, it sort of suggested that they did not believe. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about with this atom capital thing. But then after I saw this article, I realized that the person was actually talking about this article that is on this fake news website. So I just want you to know that if you, and I mean, the truth is the article is, the fake website is actually designed to really mimic the iWitness News website. Because even as I speak to you, I'm looking at my computer and I'm trying to find a tab for the fake news article. And I realized, I forgot what you call that, but where you see that small icon that tells you what website you're on, it actually uses the iWitness News website. So I just want everybody to know that this article is fake. I know nothing about Atom Capital. I know nothing about investing 700 Eastern Caribbean dollars in the hope of becoming a millionaire. I'm not that kind of a reckless person. I take very seriously investment opportunities. I'm a lot more circumspect in my investments. I'm not a millionaire, at least not yet. So please do not be fooled by this article. Do not invest your money in this entity. Everything that you see here, it is not true. All of these things that are attributed to myself and to Jomo Thomas, they are not true. I mean, ordinarily when I see fake news, I might just dismiss it. I think I'm pretty good at recognizing fake news, but to the extent that this is so elaborate and it went to such a great extent and created a fake interview with transcript and with these pictures that suggest that it is real, I just thought that a responsible thing to do is to come on and to let people know that this is not true. It is fake. I'm in absolutely no way associated with this website. I have no idea what Atom Capital is, and I would discourage you. Please do not invest your money. Another thing that, I mean, for those of you who know me and know that the way that I speak, well, if you read something and it says that Kenton says Saint Vincentian, do you really think that that is something that I would say, that somebody is a Saint Vincentian? Of course, you're not Saint Vincentians, we're Vincentians. Some people confuse it because you have Saint Lucians, but we are Vincentians in the same way that Kentons are Kentons. And it has me there, it's a legend here that I said that like most Saint Vincentians, but that is not something that, definitely not something I would say. So please do not be fooled by this article. You know our website is iWNSVG.com. Any news that we have to publish, it is published there. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/iWNSVG. All of our platforms use iWNSVG. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a specialist in that field. If I'm writing a story about finance, it's because I am quoting an expert. I really try not to give people advice on anything whatsoever because I'm a journalist. My role is to report facts and truth and to report what other people might be saying about certain things, but I try my best not to give my opinions to people in a professional way because I don't want people to rely on my opinion and something happens and then, you know, it has an untoward outcome and they sort of feel obligated to me. No, they feel that I have in some way or the other let them know. So that's essentially what I want to say. It's not something that let me just try to go through some of these comments. And somebody's making light. So are you still a millionaire, Kenton? They were saying that one part of it was weird. I'm not sure what part it was, but you know, please just know that, well, one, the news of my death is premature and exaggerated, and two, I'm in no way associated with this article talking about investing 700 Eastern Caribbean dollars and become a millionaire. If you have 700 Eastern Caribbean dollars, I would advise you to use it wisely. Money is very hard to come by, but please do not give your money to these people, Atom Capital or whoever they are. You know, yeah, that's essentially what I wanted to say. But what is not fake news though is that this evening at 8, I'm supposed to be on WFM with ACP Trevor Bailey. He is the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crime fighting in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And he's decided to come on to Jomo Thomas's Voices, which I will be hosting this evening. And I would encourage you to join me on that program as we talk about crime and security in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And as for the other part of it, it is not fake. The way, you know, a lot of times these things are shared by screen capture. And when people send me a screen capture, I say to them, I read books. I don't just read their covers. And just think of it this way. If you're offline and somebody sends you the cover of a book, what would be your response? Would you not be saying, well, why are you sending me the cover of a book? Where's the book? So if somebody is sending you a screen capture of an article, why are they not sending you the article? What are you going to do with a screen capture? What are you going to do with a headline? And an article is more than a headline. And just try to be a little bit more discerning on the internet. When you go onto a site, don't just read the text that are there. Go to the top where the URL is and see it. BBC.com, CNN.com, iWNS.com. Is this, while this site is saying that it is iWitness News, is it in fact iWitness News? Does it have the iWitness News URL, which is www.iwnsg.com? And these are ways of keeping yourself safe on the internet and not being fooled. I think that's essentially what I want to say. We have Joe Dowell Cree says, happy to see you are alive and well, brother. I'm happy to be alive and well also. Thank you very much. Somebody said, Loli just said you won't give money advice. No, I don't give people money advice. I don't advise people in a professional capacity on how to spend money. In fact, I try not to advise people in a professional capacity on anything whatsoever. As a journalist, it's not my job to advise people. It is my job to inform people, but not to necessarily give people my personal advice. If you know me personally and you meet me, depending on the level of our relationship or my inclination, I might give you my opinion on something. But if you're approaching me as a professional, you would find that I'm hardly inclined to give people advice. When people message me and say, I want your advice on something, immediately I become skeptical. I listen, and I might try to send them in a particular direction, but not to give them advice. It's not the job of a journalist to give people advice on this or that matter. But that's essentially what I wanted to say. Some people are saying that they just joined and they want to know what it's about, and that's the beauty of live recordings. You can always go back and look at it. But just in summary, there is an article that is going around. The headline of the article is Central Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines sues Kenton Chance over statements he made on live television. The lead photograph of that article is a photograph of Orlando Brewster, who is the MP for Central Leeward. I guess maybe the people were looking for a picture of me, and like so many other people, they confuse Brewster. And I don't think that Brewster is in any way associated with this. Let me just say that, because this, like I said, this is a fake news article, and you have to take everything in there as fake, except maybe the names and the pictures of the people who are involved. And the article in essence is saying that there's some way that I, Kenton Chance, know of some way where one can invest 700 Eastern Caribbean dollars and potentially become a millionaire. I am unaware of anything like that, and even if somebody gave me an opportunity like that, it is highly unlikely that I would invest. A very good friend of mine, somebody who I know and trust, a few years ago tried to, I think they were swayed on one of these pyramid schemes, and they were explaining it with the same enthusiasm that it was sold to them. And I told them, my friend, no. That sounds too good to be true. And for me, once it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. So I'm not interested in that. So please, if you come across this article, just know that it is fake news. If you see it on the social media platforms, consider reporting it as spam or phishing, or whatever the appropriate option might be. And once again, please, if you can, join me this evening at 8 on WeFM. I will be broadcasting live on the WeFM platform and on the iWitness News Facebook page, where I'll be talking to ACP Trevor Buju Bailey about crime and security in civil and guns. This is Kenton Chance. Thank you very much for joining me.